I'm not seeing it, just looking at the Roll20.
There you go.
Yeah, there it is.
Welcome to the first session of The Path of Thaeon. This is the state of the world. First, there is the great kingdom of Lothamore, the world's most powerful superpower, where magic users and elves are persecuted. Magic users are forced to become slaves of the king, and they do his bidding, which fuels machinery of the empire. There is the theocracy of Derridon, a fundamentalist state ruled by the Thaeonite Church, which preaches that Thaeon drove the evil elves and magic users from the main continent many millennia ago. They have decided that all magic users and metahumans must be purged from the world. Then there is the Ocean Federation, a loose confederation of bandit kings and pirates and democrats and island states, all banded together for fear of Derridon and Lothamore. There is the Directorate of Jarok, a hyper-capitalist state, and magic use and metahumans are only tolerated so far as they are economically useful. And finally, there is the Island of Harping, the island where all the elves many millennia ago migrated to for fear of persecution on the main continent. We have a constitutional monarchy and a parliament where they try to treat magic users relatively humanely, however, keep them in asylums for their own safety. And this is the world that we find ourselves in. Flora.
Hi.
You are a priestess of the Order of...
Church of the Light of Dawn.
The Church of the Light of Dawn. Now, the Church
Based
of the
in
Light
Jarok.
of Dawn has a different interpretation of the main Thaeonite religion. They believe that Thaeon was not a man who wanted to crush and persecute elves and magic users, but he was instead a man who simply wanted to fight against oppression in all its forms. Now, as you can imagine, your order is not terribly popular in Lothamore or Derridon.
Or Jarok.
Who,
no, we're very popular in Jarok.
well, you're tolerated in Jarok. Again, because you have your uses. You have been joined by a man called Nash Zerrander, a rogue who you saw some potential in. He was an ex-assassin at the end of his rope, seeking a new line of work, a new way to redeem himself. And though against counsel from your advisors, you accepted him and agreed to let him become your bodyguard. As a priestess of the Order of
Church of the Light of Dawn. Just call them
the
Dawnbringers.
Church of the Lightbringers.
Dawnbringers.
As a priestess of the Lightbringers.
Dawnbringers.
The Dawnbringers.
I'm
there
going to
we go.
insist on this until you remember.
I'll do it eventually. Okay, right. So, as a priestess of the Dawnbringers, you have been tasked to go on a voyage to meet with an emissary of the Isle of Harping. However, you have not been instructed to go to Harping itself. Rather, you have been instructed to meet this emissary in an island in the Ocean Federation.
Nice neutral territory. Very
Okay,
smart.
guys, watch the Indiana Jones slide.
I'm not seeing it, just looking at the Roll20.
There you go.
There it is.
There it is.
Oh, so it wasn't actually showing it.
No.
I should have
Not
stopped
as you acted.
occasionally.
Mm.
So there we go. Your voyage is a long and harsh one. But the sailors you're traveling with make good company. You
Nice
are
of you to call them
traveling.
sailors.
Yes, you are
Not pirates.
traveling with your scribe, Norman,
Mm.
and your handmaiden, Loretta.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, you're blind, so you need Loretta to take care of you in daily tasks and chores. And Norman is there to speak for you and assist you in other matters, such as
Do actual
ones
writing.
requiring writing, that kind of thing.
Yeah, communications coming in and out, handling all money, etc.
Yes, that's pretty much it. So, after many weeks, you manage to reach the Ocean Federation. You stop off at an island there for supplies, and then you continue your journey. Hang on, this is going to be a bit better.
A bit too close to
Okay.
the main continent there.
Oh,
And the adventure starts at about
encounter.
Screen breakaway.
Yeah, Psycho's gonna have to edit in a where the whole screen just curls in later. Okay.
I see a dead guy there.
You are surrounded on all sides by a varied company of scallywags and ne'er-do-wells. The sounds of raucous drinking, carousing, and spirited sea shanties being sung. All the while,
All out on the
you
main
are
deck?
rocked by the gentle waves of the Ocean. Some of you, it's calming. For others, it's sickness-inducing.
Ugh.
You are in the area. It's kind of like a bar. It's where the crew are fed, where they socialize at the front of the ship. It's it's not exactly calming to your nerves, Flora. But I mean, you've gotten used to these scurvy seamen over the course of your journey.
Sure, that's
You
just how
are-
they're like.
Behind you, you have Loretta and Norman, and you also have Nash. After you just sort of stand there for a little while, Captain Donavucci notices you. He's the captain of the ship, and you've been in his company some time. He seems like he's a pleasant, spirited man, and he approaches you. Okay. Hang on, I've got a nice little description for him. You see a man with a perfectly sculpted, elegantly thin beard. The ends of his mustaches as sharp as the rapier he wears at his side. Every motion he makes has a hint of drama to it. He's in his mid-30s, and age does not seem to have slowed his vigour and enthusiasm one bit. He is the captain of the ship, the Lusty Valkyrie.
I walk up, so I'm a bit closer.
Okay, you can control your character. Don't forget.
Yes.
There we go. Ah, greetings! Is it not Flora and Nash with Zerrander?
Just Nash.
Just Nash, a man of few words and a man of short names. Flora, please, sit with us.
He pokes her head up when she's talked to and gives a nod. As you will, Captain. I enjoy being out in the fresh air.
Certainly, it probably will make a change from being in Jarok. There, the air is tinged with pollution and the hint of deceit.
If he only knew. Oh, I'll grab Flora by the arm and lead her.
He just
Okay.
decides not to comment. It's more do the polite thing and just smile and nod.
Loretta
One-
and Norman move in perfect synchronicity down to the table.
And I'll guide Flora over.
Mm-hmm.
As the gentleman I am.
Yeah, puts a hand on Nash's arm. It's linked into hers.
Ooh la la.
Ah,
Come on then, Flora.
just reloading my game. Sorry.
Oh.
I lost your webcams.
Oh.
Okay. Oh yeah, I lost my own webcam and Pixie's.
And mine. I'll just
A
reload it.
fortuitous start. Alright, excellent. So, Flora, please make your way to the table if you so wish.
I think I did over there.
Yes, indeed. Loretta and Norman also take seats nearby. Across the table from you, Flora and Nash, you notice first mate Harrison. He's a pale man with bags under his eyes, always biting his dry lips or scratching at his calloused palms. Though he appears confident, he has a sickly, fidgety air about him and seems to bear heavily the weight of his past.
Is he someone we've met before?
Yeah, you've seen him around a few times. He seems to kind of keep himself to himself, though. He seems to sort of get along well with his kind of own clique of the crew. They like to make bawdy jokes, and they keep well clear of you while they're making them. Yes. Priestess, is it? Yeah.
Yes. I must apologise for spending so much of the journey below deck. It's taken me a while to get used to the sea travel.
Don't have your sea legs yet, do you?
I'm not sure I ever will. I doubt I am well built for it.
What about you, Nash?
Well,
I wouldn't imagine scurrying around the streets of Jarrow could give you much of a stomach for the sea.
well, it was a hard couple of nights, but I'm getting used to it.
Glad to hear it. So, everyone at the table, I propose a toast to our new guests, and hopefully soon reaching their destination safely. At this point, Loretta puts her hand on yours, Flora. Mistress, I do not think alcohol would be a wise consumption, especially not the types of alcohol brewed by these individuals.
You needn't concern yourself too much about a little drink, Loretta. Where we're going, it is good to. It's wise to show good faith. Take on customs, and it ingratiates you with people.
Oh,
You have to give a little.
It's an unfortunate state of affairs that the Dawnbringers and our coin purses run so thin. We have to hire people like this to take us places.
I have faith.
I raise an eyebrow at that.
She takes a quick glance at Nash.
The church has faith in our resourcefulness. I'm sure we will be just fine.
I have faith in your opinion, my lady. What is this? The quiet nattering of women on the other end of the table. Come, let us all speak as equals and drink together. Passes Nash and Flora tankards of grog.
I'm sorry we cannot ditch all of our old habits, Captain.
Don't worry, the ladies of the Ocean Federation are perhaps do not have the same traditions that you do in Jarrock. Over here, the men, the women, they drink, they carouse as one.
I tentatively smell the contents of the grog.
It smells a little sour, a little salty. It doesn't smell great, but you think it'd get you drunk.
Anything suspicious?
Make me don't you have knowledge drugs or something?
I do.
Okay, make me a knowledge drugs roll.
I do. Let's see.
Flora's hands remain folded in front of her as she doesn't know where to reach out for a drink.
Uh-oh.
Loretta reluctantly guides the tankard to your grasp.
That didn't go well.
Nah, you don't think there's any poison in there. It just seems like a fairly average Ocean tankard of mead.
At least no additional poison. Only the poison that is the booze.
Well, all booze is basically a slow poison.
Yeah. Well,
So, do you two drink?
I take a sip. Wash it around my mouth.
Lady
it's
likes
very,
it.
It's very strong. It's an acquired taste, but you think you could acquire it quite quickly because it's got a good amount of alcohol in it.
Yeah, I could. And I try to value the tastes and see if there's anything suspicious with that.
No, doesn't seem anything suspicious to it.
Oh well. I'll gently sip my grog.
Is it to your liking, Nash?
It's an acquired taste, but it could be good.
If it's to your liking, I'm sure it'll be to mine.
Not
Lady
so
likes
sure,
sips all the
but
way.
Ah, I see that the bodyguard tastes the drink before he gives it to his mistress. Very honorable. I understand that to people who are the natives of Osea, our grog might seem like poison at first, but I assure you, it's quite drinkable.
Old habits, you know.
Old habits die hard, but I hope you won't. Sorry, a little bit of gallows humor.
I can see that.
At this point, Harrison just kind of continues to scratch his palms a little bit. Of course, Harrison over here, he was originally from Lovermore, so he's pretty used to drinking swill, I'd imagine. Not to mention taking orders from pigs. Chuckles a bit. Well, got no love for the king. Corrupt, fat old bastard. He said that me and my lot were a bunch of thieving, no-good criminals. He was right, but don't much appreciate him trying to send us to jail for it.
If you don't mind my asking, is that why you ended up with the captain here?
Well, I ended up with a captain because I've got a proficiency for sailing and a love of the sea. And
Sailing,
a love
you
of
say?
privateering Lovermorian ships. I was very good at stealing from people in Lovermore back when I lived there. It turns out I'm still good at it now.
Well, we share no love for the Lovermorians.
Yes, certainly I do not think your order would be very popular in Lovermore, would it, Miss Flora?
What Nash says, we do share love for the Lothamorians. It's just
Hold my eyes.
it's just trying to approach them in the right way, so they don't have the knee-jerk reaction of trying to hang and stab us if they see what they don't like. You just need to approach them a certain way.
So,
Blade first.
The people from Lovermore think that all magic users should be slaves, and all elves should either be second-class citizens or slaves. And the people from Deradon think they should all be killed on sight. How do you talk to these people?
Blade first.
I've certainly talked to a few of them blade first on many occasions, my friend. I know that advice too well.
I have faith that they will find a way.
Well, sadly in this world, there are many men like me and the Nash required. So, good people like you can continue to have faith in the goodness of mankind.
That might be why the church is sending me to a diplomatic meeting, not on Lothamore or Deradon.
Yes, certainly. The straits between Harping and Jarrock are well patrolled by Lothamorian vessels. Fortunately, the Deradonian navy is too busy trying to raid us. Unofficially, mind you. But we give them a bloody nose in return. With the amount of piracy going on between them and us, I'm surprised full-blown war hasn't taken place yet. I think the only reason Deradon hasn't declared war on us is because they're worried that Lothamore will stab them in the back.
Well, some good harrying along the borders will keep the troops trained.
If it does prevent outright war, perhaps it is a little better, that level of mistrust, as long as it doesn't boil over.
Yes, the world is kept in check by fear of each other. In fact, the Ocean Federation only exists because we're afraid. How funny is that?
Mauda believes that we can overcome that one day. It might not be in my lifetime, but if we can start chipping away now, we will be able to see some progress down the line.
Still,
talking of progress, we are about to go to the island of Maya, my home, where we have democracy, freedom, no gods, no kings. No offense to those of you who believe in divine beings, but we tolerate everyone in Maya. The thing is, Maya only exists because we have an alliance with people we normally hate in the rest of the Federation.
Oh.
How do you size that up with your idealistic view of the world?
If you don't have gods or kings, then who do you look up to? Who do you seek for guidance?
Well, I suppose whoever is elected. Either that or privateers like me. Though I wouldn't really want anyone to look up to me. I wish this was another dimension where men like me weren't even needed, where I could just be a boring man who raises a family rather than raid ships and steals gold like some sort of a pirate. But you see, we don't live in that world.
Although, forgive my presumption, but you do seem to enjoy the freedom that privateering does offer.
It does give us a certain freedom, but if the democratic ideals of the island of Maya were practiced all over the world, then everywhere would have freedom. But I digress. At this point, Harrison pipes up. I, for one, I'm glad we live in this world. I wouldn't want to live in any other. Scratches his palms once again. Some flakes of skin fall off.
You know that could be harmful, right?
Harmful? Says the man who carries a pair of daggers.
Well, I don't get holes in my hands.
You work at sea, you learn to have calloused hands. Learn to grab rough-hewn rope every day. You know, like this, it's an advantage. Every finger's a fishhook.
So scratch too much and you will lose that skin.
Yeah, could become infected. Nasty wounds, those. Infected
If
ones.
I die, I'll die young. I'll die... Ooh, if I can see it coming, hopefully I'll have hired a few ladies of the night to entertain me first. Snorts to himself.
Yeah, I remember a job like that.
There's a sort of awkward silence comes over the table at Nash's comment. Loretta looks very disapproving. Norman
Shadow of a frown
pipes
crosses
up.
Flora's face.
Please do not tell us of your former employment, Nash. You are here to be a bodyguard to her ladyship, nothing more. Don't let this pansy talk to you like that, says Harrison. I appreciate a man who knows his skill with a knife. Hey, Nash.
Yeah.
You're as good at throwing those things as you are at stabbing with them.
No, I'd like to keep my weapons in hand.
I see. Well, I suppose I can understand that.
Yeah, there's no reason to disarm yourself.
He chuckles a little bit.
And Norman is a good man. By the way.
I like to think I am a good man.
Yes.
I couldn't say the same for everyone, of course. Norman just fans himself. He's a bit of a foppish dandy,
Yeah.
shall we say, as many scribes are.
I think what you have, Captain, is in your favour is you do wish for a better place. If you can see something and want to attain it, if you can see the world being better, then that's something to attain to. That's some way to better yourself. Mr. Harrison, if you feel that the world is exactly how you'd like it, then you don't see any need to change it.
He
No way
nods.
to better yourself.
Huh. I was born in the muck, and I'll die in the muck. And that's the way it's always gonna be.
Well, most probably.
He chuckles to himself. Well, let's not get too depressed now. We'll soon be finally at your destination, and you can meet the person you came to meet.
Do you visit your home very often, Captain?
Well, I'm about to visit it now.
I dare say the long voyages might make you homesick.
Well, it certainly can make me homesick sometimes, but the Isle of Man, you see, the lapping of the shore is never too far away. When I'm sailing on the sea, I feel in a way I am always at home.
Well, you've got a decent-sized ship here.
Certainly, the lusty Valkyrie has quite an aft on her, you could say. He chuckles to himself at his mildly bawdy joke.
Another polite smile, another sniff of grog, and another sip.
Miss Flora, you must excuse the manners of these the sailors. They spend a long time at sea with not a lot of women for company.
I've met a lot of people to whom manners was of the greatest importance. People of my order have had a lot of dealing with people where the deeds were more important.
Indeed.
I see.
Quality of a character is measured not only in manners. I can tell there's a lot of good people on this ship, with a lot of liveliness.
I am glad you see it that way. The people who have the best manners, in my estimation, are often the ones most likely to stab you in the back. No offense to those who like to stab people in the back, he gives Nash a poke.
Well, I try to not do that anymore, unless it's absolutely necessary.
Well, let's hope it won't be necessary. Let's hope those knives are just for show and not for go, my friend.
Yeah.
Part of our journey here is to try and make a world where you don't have to stab anyone in the back again, Nash.
And I appreciate that.
Which
is why you were best suited for this task.
At this point, Flora, you hear a slight ringing in your ears.
Mm-hmm.
It starts becoming uncomfortable. And then very uncomfortable.
Okay, tilt her head slightly. Be on the listen out for anyone who might say anything obvious, like, that ringing, that's the bell for blah blah.
None of the others appear to have noticed it. They seem to be talking normally.
Okay.
At this point,
That's sort of how loud is it getting?
Very, very loud, and now the ringing sort of turns into vague whispers.
Okay, so Flora will kind of make a half motion to stand and say, "If you excuse me, I think the The grog may have gone to my head a bit too quickly. Loretta, if you wouldn't mind taking me round to the east side?
Oh, yes.
Somewhere quiet?
Yes, mistress. Please, come with me.
Thank you.
She takes you over to an unoccupied table. Ah, I have noticed that Flora has had many turns during the trip. I hope it's just the grog and the seasickness.
Well, it'll pass once we hit land.
Flora.
Mm.
The reason, of course, why you are a priestess of the Dawnbringers is because you were one of the thousands of initiates who tried to get in contact with one of the extraplanar beings who endow people with magic.
Servant of Thaeon, guide us.
Most Thaeonites believe that these are demons whispering to you. You, however, believe they are Thaeon's angels. However, the one who has been whispering to you for many months now, you find it hard to understand to say what it's saying. It's like it's talking in a different language to you, and just only slowly have words seem to filter through your language. You hear the voice in your head again. Why do you whisper to me? Everything was quiet before. Why? Do you think anything in response?
My question was, would I kind of be able to try and give sort of mental response without having to necessarily vocalize it?
Beforehand, you thought things, and the being seems to respond to it on some level, but you don't always understand the responses it gives.
No, dare say not. Okay, yeah. See you respond to it. Spirit, are you in discomfort?
I am in pain. You trap the air inside yourself. You keep it there. Air must be allowed to roam freely. Air is everywhere.
What is the air? How can I release air?
You
Good
do
thing
it
I'm not vocalizing
constantly. It's painful. Like you're trying to trap someone. Like you've trapped me.
I don't try to trap anybody.
Get out of my mind. At this point, the whispers start to die down again.
Flora's left
Mistress,
a
are
little
you okay?
speechless.
Says Loretta, in concern.
Raise sort of a hand up and to wave it away. I will be fine.
Was it your angel speaking to you again? I hope that your angel has blessed you with knowledge and wisdom.
Their words and ways are mysterious, and inspiration comes never clearly. It is down to us to interpret it.
I hope so, mistress. It seems whenever it speaks to you, it causes you pain. It's concerned me.
There is a lot of pain what we will have to deal with. Like many things, it is almost certainly a sign of things to come.
Very well then. She nods. Okay, by the way, Nash, how many by the way, your currency is now called crowns. How many crowns do you have? How much money do you have? Pixie?
Oh, about 450.
About 450? Seriously?
Yeah, I didn't spend that much.
You only spent $50?
Yep. Oh wait, I
Wow.
spent more.
Yeah, you spent much more.
Yeah, I did.
You've got like leather armor and daggers and
Don't have leather
all
armor.
sorts of stuff. Oh, okay, so you've just got your daggers then.
Yeah.
That's all you
but
spent it on, so you've got
108.
Well, he will have leather armor when he stabs one of these pirates and takes it off its body.
Right.
108.
Just remember to do that before we get off the
108,
ship.
I see. 108 is very different than 450.
Yeah.
This is why I asked if you're okay with your character sheets for starting. Okay. At this point, Harrison looks across at you. A gambling man, Nash.
Well, sometimes, yeah. I guess you are.
Oh, of course. Nothing scum and villainy like myself like better than a bit of gambling.
I can think of a few things.
Would you like to partake?
Well, sure. Why not?
At this point, he motions to you. Come over here.
Okay. I
Goes
get up
to,
and follow him.
He goes to a table where there are some cards being dealt.
Ooh.
At this point, this guy kind of gets off seeing Harrison, seeming a little bit intimidated. Oi, you, boy! At this point, a young ragamuffin comes over. Yeah? Fetch us some grog. All right, you big bastard. He grumbles under his breath as he goes off.
I glance over to the table to the right. Looks familiar.
You a poker player, Mr. Nash?
Well, yeah, I could do some poker.
Can you tell when a man is trying to rob you?
Of course.
All right, let's play a few hands.
Sure.
Okay, Pixie. How much? This is going to be like an aggregate of a period where you're gambling. How much would you like to bet? Basically, what's your limit?
20.
All right, 20 crowns. Okay,
Yeah.
Make me a gambling roll, please.
Gambling roll?
Yes. You do have the gambling skill, don't you?
No.
You did remember. You did think, oh, I better take gambling before I start gambling. All right, roll it untrained then.
Everyone's got to start somewhere.
You pretend that you know the rules to poker.
His
You've got no
bluff skill
idea
is
what's
good
going.
enough.
Oh, did I win? Oh, yay!
Okay.
He's
I'll
counting on
roll.
the beginner's luck.
Oh, wait. What is it? Roll D... 1d4... -2. 0. And the wild die.
See the world yet?
Bam!
All right. Over the course of things, you lose 5 crowns.
I would like to make a notice roll, see if he's tucking away any cards anywhere.
All right, make me a notice roll.
Nope.
Are you trying to do this stealthily?
Yeah.
Okay.
Eyes glance up,
Make me
eyes
a
glance down.
stealth roll.
Yeah.
You giving me the eye, Nash? You
Well-
think I'm trying to cheat you, don't you?
Well, caution.
Understandable. I wouldn't trust a bugger like me either.
Hmm.
Don't worry. When it comes to game to chance, give everyone a fair shot. So, we're gonna keep playing a few more hands, or
Yeah, sure.
Alright, another gambling roll, please. How much are you betting?
5 more.
Alright. So you're betting 25 now.
20.
That's your upper limit.
20 is my upper limit.
20 is your upper limit. Okay.
Oh. Bam!
Oh, that's not too bad.
Explosion.
Okay. You win 10 crowns.
I haven't rolled my wild die yet.
Oh, okay. Do it.
10.
You win 10 crowns.
Wee.
Harrison snorts in disgust.
Mm.
Beginner's luck. Snorts. So, tell me, Nash, it was handy with those little stickers, as you are without them.
In a blink of an eye, I flick one up. Yeah, I guess so.
You ever done any bare knuckle boxing?
It's not my thing.
So you don't want to win any more money then, eh?
Money's always interesting, but I usually get paid more for my violence.
You will be getting paid for your violence. If you win, that is.
What are we talking about?
Well, Big Pete over there, he points to a swarthy-looking man at a nearby table. He's always looking for new opponents. You place a bet, if you beat him, and you get double your money back. But no one's ever been able to beat him yet.
I might try. Could be interesting.
I make a notice roll to hear this conversation.
Well,
I'm on the side of the deck, but they're
alright,
not being.
you're gonna have to roll pretty well.
Let me just try
Like
and
success with
remember.
a raise.
Let's see. So notice. 1 sec. Don't worry, I'll speed up when I get my head round it. So notice of D6. So I just roll. Let's see, a 1d6 exclamation mark
Well,
and another
obviously
1d6
you've
exclamation
macroed
mark.
it because you've written this all down in your character sheet, haven't you?
Oh yeah, can I? Yeah, it's my character sheet. So
Let's see.
like that. That's it.
You do not notice what two people
Oh, I
are
don't
saying
get a-
on the other side of a crowded bar, no.
What about the wild die?
It's included.
That's included the wild die.
Oh, okay then. Fair enough.
Okay. That was the best of your two rolls.
Yay.
Not good. Okay.
Hmm.
Alright then. I'll set you up. Harrison goes over and whispers to Big Pete.
Notice.
Notice?
He whispers.
Okay.
I want to try.
Stomps over to you.
Oh.
So, want to challenge Big Pete, do you?
Well, I heard there's a good chance that you might want to challenge me too.
Yeah, I've seen your scrawny ass wandering around the ship, getting seasick, chucking up over the side. How about I make you chuck up a bit more, pencil neck?
Let's try then.
How much you betting? How much you want me to take your money?
20 crowns?
20 crowns, that's a pansy's bet.
Okay, make it 50.
That's more like it. At this point, the people seem to be starting to gather around. They seem to be interested.
So, where are we doing this?
Oh, right over here in front of the bar, where all the good fights take place. At
I walk over.
this point, the
You may.
boy quickly moves
Yeah.
out of the way, as do all the other swashbucklers. At this point, Loretta says to Lady Flora, "Hey, Flora, what's going on? What is Nash doing?"
You'll have to tell me, Loretta. What is Nash doing?
Well, it appears that he's walking to the middle of the bar. He's squaring off against a rather
Taking off
large,
my shirt.
hairy, shirtless man, and now, oh my, he's taking off his shirt as well.
And you can see all the little scars everywhere.
Loretta gets faint. At this point, Norman starts running over. Mr. Zerrander, this is quite irregular.
Well, just a bit of fun.
A bit of fun? You're just supposed to be a bodyguard for her ladyship. You're supposed to have some decorum. Oh, lighten up, Norman. It's just a bit of fun. Don't worry, we'll break it up before anything too serious happens.
Yeah.
Nash,
Yes, Miss Flora.
don't hurt anybody.
I'll be gentle.
At this point, the arranged swashbucklers and sailors sort of form an informal ring. And they start chanting, "Fight! Fight! 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 Fight!"
It's a frown on Flora's face because she's not entirely happy with it, but
Oh well.
Okay, Nash. It's time to draw initiative. Draw me your card.
Queen.
Let's see. Let me just delete all these other bastards on the turn order.
I got a queen.
And turn, and turn. Alright. You got a 4. Alright.
Hold.
You're going to go on hold.
Yes.
See. Alright. The swarthy, sweaty man just kind of, he just starts pacing around you. And as he just notices you hesitating and waiting, he lunges forward. Hang on, don't stay. Alright, that's where you start the combat.
Yes.
Right, okay. Right, he lunges forward to take a swing.
First strike.
Alright. Alright.
Bam.
I see what you're gonna do. You're gonna take your first strike, and then you're gonna hit him.
Yes, because his action is now interrupted.
I think you have to.
Hit
I
him.
don't think it's auto interrupt. I think you have to roll opposed agility.
No, I have to
interrupt.
hit him.
I think you still get to hit him either way, but to actually interrupt his action, I think you have to roll opposed agility.
It says this automatically interrupts the opponent's action.
It's
and-
automatic? Okay,
Yep.
alright. Make me a fighting roll, please.
Okay, I did.
Alright. Alright. Let's see. Alright. You swing out with your fist, just kind of waiting for him to approach you, but deftly kind of he ducks his head to the side and your fist goes wide. However, you can still interrupt him because that was just your first strike.
Yes.
So you're going to try and interrupt what he's going to do next?
Yeah. Of course I am.
Right, now we have opposed agility rolls.
We do.
Okay. It's quite agile for a big man.
Yeah. Oh. So I rolled my agility there, right?
Yep. Very nice. He's about to take a swing, but your lightning fast reactions kick in, and you can interrupt him before he does whatever he's about to do.
Okay, then I'll fight him then.
All right, hit him. Go on then.
Bam!
All right, that's definitely a hit. Not with a raise, but it's a normal hit. Roll me your unarmed damage, please.
Mm-hmm. Unarmed damage
That'll be
is the strength.
Plus D4 minus 2, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. Strength plus D4 minus 2.
1d6. That's exploding, right?
Yep, all exploding.
1d6 plus 1d4.
Minus 2.
2.
Punch the bugger. Alright, okay. Just work them out in my head. As he lunges forward to take a swing, you duck low and catch him with a body blow to the guts. Drives the wind out of him. he lunges forward. He looks staggered.
And it's my turn, I guess.
Yep, it is indeed your turn.
Well.
Yep, because it's your go. Yeah, he's staggered, so he doesn't get to have his round. Or maybe, actually, no. Maybe his round is to.
He's interrupted.
So can he still So that interrupts both his action and his attempt to recover from being shaken. Then.
Don't know.
For now, I'll say it's just your turn. I'll just say he's interrupted. He's staggered as a punch.
Well, I'll punch him again.
All right, punch him again then.
Meh.
Oh wow, that's a hit, all right.
With a
That
raise.
is a hit with 1 raise.
Right
Awesome.
on the nose.
Almost 2.
Oh, nice. Well, that means extra damage, right?
Yes, it does. 1 raise means an extra d6 in your damage.
2d6.
Plus d4,
plus
minus 2.
1,
All exploding.
4, minus 2. Get that one.
Alright.
Oh.
Not the best roll, but it'll do.
Yeah.
Okay, right. As he's sort of staggered and he's rolling around, you just give him a quick jab to the face, and he just reels back, just kind of blood dripping down his jawline.
You were saying?
He's not happy with me right now. Okay, now it's his turn. He's going to try and recover from being shaken.
Yep. I want to interrupt him.
No, you can't interrupt him.
No,
You've
can't.
already had your first strike.
Yeah, true.
And you've already had your move and your action.
Yeah.
Don't get greedy. And plus, yeah, he's still groggy. He's still reeling from your last couple of shots as he tries to recover. So you'll go again.
Oh, well, same story again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, no. Hold.
Gonna go on hold. Okay.
Yeah.
But hang on, don't you only get your first strike if somebody moves into your square?
Yeah, true. I'll just punch him.
Just punch him, yeah. He's on the ropes. You better finish him off. Okay, that's a normal hit.
Yep.
Normal damage.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Oh, that's weak.
Yeah.
You punch him in his gut.
I flick him in the face.
You kind of punch him in his gut, but kind of you sort of watch the rolls of blubber kind of ripple, and it just you don't seem to have gotten any power, any punch through. He tries once again to recover. But still, though, he's still kind of you got him pretty good. It's your turn again. There we go.
Yeah.
Normal damage. What? Come on. Ah, it's weak. Again, you punch him in his
Stop slapping
blubber.
Do you know what I do now? I punch him again. Because it's -2.
Nope. No, it's not.
Double-handed.
Yeah, but you're not ambidextrous.
Yeah, so it's -2.
Oh, you're double-handed, so you don't take the multi-action penalty.
Yes.
Right. Okay, excellent. Make me a roll at -2.
Yep. Let's get mod. I'll just do the -2
You should have
here.
been doing this from the beginning.
I should have.
Boom, boom, boom.
It's just retract 2 from this.
Yeah, fine. I will.
Miss.
Yep, swing and a miss. Okay, he tries once again to recover. Oh my god, he's still... I mean, the punches seem to be having some effect. He's kind of just sort of slumping forward against you.
Yeah. Well...
God. Pete, bloody hell, mate. He's been staggered for ages.
Those rolls.
There we go. That's a solid hit. Not quite a raise, but it's a hit.
Yep. I'll see what I can do. Yes!
There we go. Right. It's already staggered, so let's see. Right. Okay. Right. You're just frustrated at sort of repeatedly punching this guy in the gut. So you just kind of reel back with a big haymaker and bah, bah, bah. Just like time seems to go in slow motion as his face just goes. and he just spins around comically, and he falls to the ground.
And the
knocked
crowd goes wild.
out.
And I just sort of dust myself off, go over to the bar, and grabs my shirt and puts it back on. Not even broken a sweat.
Bloody hell, he knocked out Big Pete! Oh, bloody hell, I thought I'd never see that! They start dragging. It takes like a couple men to drag off Big Pete into the corner to kind, revive him with smelling salts and such like.
Loretta, how is Big Pete? You can open your eyes now.
Oh my! It's certainly not ladylike to look upon such a scene. Oh, well, this fellow looks, a black eye and, he's bleeding from his lip. I don't know if there are any internal wounds, though.
I walk over to Loretta and Flora. Well, I did not aim for any vital spots. He'll recover.
Oh,
I'm
could
sure
you?
he's been through worse.
You brute! Starting a fight with a bunch of scallywags!
It was just a friendly competition.
Certainly didn't look friendly to me.
Well,
Sadly, Loretta, this is one of the languages they speak out here.
I see this as a part of my job. I need to instill some sort of respect into these fellas. Should have done it earlier, but now they'll be more hesitant if anyone was about to try something.
Laura seems pretty pleased with this.
Well, I must say you have a certain logic. These people certainly are barbarians, but, you don't need to sink to their level.
Oh, I
dear.
didn't even break a sweat.
Sooner we're out of the Ocean Federation, the better. Nothing but a glorified gang, all of them. At this point, Norman sort of storms off in a huff. At this point, Harrison goes over, checks on Big Pete, comes back. Here, Nash. Took this from his wallet. You earned it, mate. He drops the
100 gold. 100 crowns.
100? Oh yeah, you're right. You bet 50. He drops
Yep.
100 crowns in your palm.
Nice. Count them out? Yeah, everything seems to be in order.
You Nash. First, I thought you might be a panty with no sea legs, but I'll make a sailor of you yet.
I don't know about the sea legs.
Well, certainly more steady on your feet than Big Pete is right now.
Well, I'd say I'm
Chuckles.
quick on my feet.
Maybe that too. Chuckles and goes off for a sit at a table, as do some of the other scallywags now that the fight's over.
Nash, perhaps I'm not quite as worldly as you are, but if that was Big Pete's money that you now have in your wallet,
Yeah.
would it not... If you're sure he won't come looking for it or seeking some sort of...
No, there was a
Retribution.
bet.
Ah. Still, it might smooth over things if you were to buy him a drink or some such.
Ah, well.
Show no hard feelings.
Of course.
At this point, Captain Donavucci comes over.
Oh, hello, Donavucci.
Congratulations, Nash! A very fine show of skilled footwork.
Thank
And
you.
skill technique, very, very impressive. Been a long time since I've been in a barroom brawl, but I can appreciate good technique.
Thank you. I've honed my skills over the years.
Don't worry about Big Pete. He's a softy at heart. Perhaps getting beaten for once might teach him a little bit of humility. I think he might need it.
Yeah.
Captain Donavucci, if you'd like us to refrain from starting bar fights when we reach your homeland, then I'm sure we'll be happy to oblige.
Well, a spirited bar fight is not unknown in Maya, but the people there are good people, and we make sure it does not get out of hand. Anyway, what can I say? This is the free-spirited life we live. Perhaps you're taking a liking to it, Nash.
Well, maybe. Yeah, if anything, if this place is as lively as your homeland, I'll enjoy it.
Just as lively and just as homely, I assure you.
Hmm.
I cannot wait to show you my homeland for the first time. Come up on deck with me. We shall see it together.
Yes.
Emotions to you lot. Norman comes over. Do you all follow him?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wait, hang on. Was there something you wanted to say?
Well, no, I think it's okay.
All right then. You gonna follow him up on deck?
Well, if I'm guided there, yes.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
You are.
Loretta guides you by the hand. If Nash wants to assist, he can do so as well. All right. You are guided up onto the deck of the Lusty Valkyrie.
Marvelous.
With his marvelous non-copyrighted image that I searched for a while to find.
And the Lusty Valkyrie does have a big rear.
It certainly does. Look at that. Look at that rear. Oh. So yes, you're led to the front of the ship where you can get the best view of the Isle of Maya as you approach it.
Ooh.
Okay.
View.
Right. Hang on a minute. Hang on just 1 second.
Flora would at least be able to appreciate the change in smells and
Oh,
probably
yes,
sounds as we're nearing.
You don't smell as many sort of sweaty sailors. Instead, you hear gulls. You know, it's a sort of telltale sign you're approaching land. The fresh sea salt in the air. The lap of the waves against the ship.
Hmm.
Anyway, right, hang on. I've got a description for this. From the deck of the ship, you see a uniquely beautiful sight. The shoreline of the sun-kissed Isle of Maya lies before you, the white beaches gleaming in the clear, crystal-blue waters lapping gently against the shore. Palm trees sway gently on the beach. Prominent sight, though, is the port town of St. Simon's. 3 long wooden docks extend out into the sea, each one with merchant sloops and a few frigates moored at them. A gleaming white fortress overlooks the docks and the sea, its towers topped with large cannons and pointed outwards. The houses of the town are painted a variety of different colours, and they leave a very nice impression intermingled together as the town is built on a hill with an upward sloping incline up from the sea. Captain Donavucci just sort of folds his arms and nods proudly. There, a beautiful sight, is it not?
Yes, beautiful indeed.
I have no doubt.
Now, after we dock, I'm sure you are eager to get to your meeting, yes?
Well, we'll have to see to lodgings.
Lodgings? Oh, do not worry about those. You can stay on the ship.
Oh, we wouldn't want to impose any more than we have already. I mean, we paid you for passage, we didn't pay you for lodgings.
Well, let's just say that tonight will include it in your fee. 1 free night, shall we say.
Then our journey will not end until we step off the ship.
Yes, truly it will not.
So I'll kind of lean towards Nash and whisper, if at any points they want you to partake in any more fights, for
Yes.
money or otherwise, be sure to let me know.
Of course, my lady.
Thank you.
Okay. At this point, Okay. After a bit, you're led back down to the mess hall of the Valkyrie. More. Captain Donavucci talks to you. Oh, by the way, the ship is now moored at the docks of the port of St. Simon's.
Mm.
Let me just hang on. I'm going to have a little effect here. 16. There we go. There's the docks. You see at the top right.
Yeah, I see it.
There we go.
Yay.
All right. So, just wait here. I'm sure that soon your contact will get in contact with us through subtle means, and you can go and meet them.
Good.
If there's anything else you need from me before you go to your meeting, please just say so.
Oh, by the way, how's the shopping in Maya?
The shopping? Countless things to buy. The best fish in all the Ocean Federation, and some of the best jewelry as well.
Good to know.
Thank you
Maybe I will
very
take you
much.
shopping there, and some of the best frilly coats as well. He notes his very spiffing captain's outfit, ruffling the ruffles on his collar.
I sort of look down to my ragged coat. Yeah. Not really my style, though.
Anyway, so you basically wait for a little while, and at a certain point, this young boy comes in and whispers something in the captain's ear. Ah, yes, I see. So, a messenger has been sent, and apparently the meeting place is to be in the local smeltery.
Oh.
An unusual location, thus.
Well, perhaps the fact it's so unusual is precisely the reason why it was chosen. It's not the place perhaps many would expect to have a secretive meeting.
Oh.
Well, I doubt one has visitors.
Hopefully so. I insist. I would like to send a few men with you to make sure you're safe. I understand if you do not want them listening in on the meeting, but it would help with security at least.
It's
Sure,
a very kind offer of you, Captain. I'll be
As long-
happy to accept any escorts.
As long as they're under my command. For the time being.
Well, they will take your suggestions, but Harrison here, he'll be leading up the troops, shall we say. Don't worry, Nash. I'm sure I'll do everything to your satisfaction.
Let's hope so.
Just to and from the meeting place would be more than sufficient, thank you.
Nods. Don't worry, my lady. I'll get you there. Safe as it gets.
Thank you,
Aye.
Mr. Harrison.
So, do you depart the ship for the meeting place?
I do.
All right. You disembark the ship along with Harrison and some of his rogues. Oh, what was that? Was there something you wanted to do, Matt?
Well, wondering if Nash would think it wise if he scoped out the place first.
Yeah. That's a good suggestion.
All right.
Well, Flora needs to stay and help oversee Loretta packing all the luggage anyway, so we'll be along in a couple hours.
Packing the luggage.
Well, naturally.
All the dresses and hats and stuff.
Well, of course.
But
It's a
you're
long
staying, You're
voyage.
staying the night on the ship, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Still need to start packing.
All right. Fine.
Mostly, it's an
you and
excuse for
Loretta
Nash to
take
get
some-
the time he needs.
Yeah.
You and Loretta take some time to shop for. Sorry, not shop. I mean, to pack away all your petticoats and stockings and
Admittedly, that won't take a terribly long time.
whatnot. All right, Nash.
I
You
go.
head out into town a little bit ahead of everybody else.
Yep.
Okay. Make me a notice roll.
Du-du-du-du.
It's a really beautiful city. Just these beautiful white gleaming buildings.
That's beautiful.
Let me just bring you back. There we go.
3.
Mm-hmm. All right, you head to the smeltery.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like a fairly common or garden smeltery. You kind of take a look around, scope the place out. You don't see anything out of the ordinary.
I
Don't
take
see
a
anyone
note.
lingering nearby.
I take a note of like the escape routes.
All right, there appears to be one door in the front, one door in the back.
Okay.
What sort of time of day is this? Are there a lot of people around? Is it actually operational?
It's basically it's afternoon, coming on to night time. So I mean, there's still smoke coming from the stack atop it.
Okay. Would it be blatantly obvious if I go and check the doors?
Yes.
Well, I could try and do it.
You're the city safety inspector. You're here to check all doors.
Yeah, I'm just thinking how I would go about this. Well, I don't look like a local.
Yeah, you definitely look like a shady character.
Yeah, I'll quietly make my way
You
back.
probably just look like a thief, basically.
Yeah. Oh,
Right.
I see if there's anything interesting around shop-wise as well.
Oh
Alright,
god, he is a thief.
You go and shop. Right.
Yeah.
By the way, all shopping will be done between sessions, so
Okay.
because it's a bit boring for viewers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless it's just branches out into some sort of chase scene.
Yeah, all I really want is like maybe just a summary of what you've bought, between sessions, basically. Okay.
Yeah.
Doopy-doopy-doo. Right, so you head back to the ship. Okay, Flora, you and Loretta have finished your packing. All your petticoats are safely suitcased away.
Very good. Right,
Are
we
you
join with
ready
Nash.
to head out?
If it's to, if Pixie thinks it's safe.
Well, yeah. Nothing out of the ordinary. We got a few entry and exit points. Nothing too shady about the place.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
My lady, would you like myself or Loretta to accompany you?
Oh, certainly. Anything that could be said, well, anything that should be able to be said in front of you.
Ah, of course, my lady. I hope I can assist you in any dealings.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so a lot of you disembark, along with a few of Harrison's rogues. You walk on down to the smeltery.
Yeah. By the way,
Yep.
if it's okay, what I bought on the way was the leather armor.
Oh, all right. So you bought some. Have you deducted the money?
Yeah, I'm doing it now.
All right then. you went to an armorer's. Shouldn't be too hard to find, and you bought some leather armor.
Nice.
It's not exactly rare, so I'm not.
No.
I'm going to take the mickey.
Good.
Okay. Right. You now have some leather armor. You're wearing it.
Yes.
Harrison.
Leather. There we go.
Benefits of your winnings, eh? Says Harrison.
Yeah.
Chuckling. This point, you approach, you enter the smeltery, and the hiss of cooling metal and an oppressive heat fills the air as you enter the smeltery. You see giant vats where molten ore is heated and melted down into iron and steel. There are chains next to each vat for tipping them into lanes, and a roaring fire underneath each of them. A grimy-looking man in an apron approaches you. He removes a protective mask from his face to reveal a nervous smile. Hello. Name's Thomas. I'm the owner of this smeltery. He reaches out his hand, wiping a bit of grime off it first.
Good evening, Thomas. I'm sorry if we are intruding on your work.
He kind of puts his hand back when he realises nobody's shaking it. Oh, it's quite all right. I often do a little favour for your contact over there. I've been, how shall we say, kind of in their employ for some time, so it's no problem doing a favour for her.
Thank you for your assistance in this, Thomas.
Yeah, I understand. You might not want me to. You might want to keep this on the down low. So I've told any of my other employees to get out. I'm just closing up for the night. I'll stay out of your way.
I'm very considerate of you.
Thomas walks over, back behind his desk.
I'm lean over to Harrison and the goons. If you'd be so kind to wait outside, I'll call upon you if there's any need.
Want us to wait outside, eh? Guard the entrances. Alright, got it. You should be safe in here. He nods. Harrison and the goons go outside to guard the entrance.
Flora will whisper to the air. Norman, I can't hear where anyone else is. Would you be able to say how many there are and where they are?
How many of who, my lady?
Other people in here.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, my lady. There is one rather grimy-looking gentleman sitting at a desk, and in front of the smeltery, there appears to be a woman. She looks to be waiting rather impatiently.
She must be here to see us then. Well, let's not keep her waiting any longer.
Oh, by the way, Matt, if I'm giving any descriptions of anyone, you can say that, like, Loretta, like, describes it to you if she's there, perhaps.
Depending. If you describe them as shifty, then, or depending on who they are, Loretta might
You
have...
look shifty! Basically,
And that
imagine
massive
this is just
scar on
Loretta
his
saying
face!
this to you.
Ew!
Okay, right. Do you approach the woman?
Yeah, no reason not to.
All right.
Guide my hand.
Oh, yep. Sorry. Loretta moves you up. Took you long enough. You're late. At this point, you see a round-faced woman with medium-length chestnut hair. Her eyes flit about, but when she focuses on you, her eyes have an unusual intensity. So,
I apologise for our lateness. It's sometimes hard to be precise when taking sea voyages.
yes, but my contact said you would be here, a couple hours early, most likely. When you arrived at the docks, have you been taking some precautions? Oh, that's,
If packing our luggages counts as a precaution, then yes.
Of course we're taking precautions.
I see. Very wise in a place like this. I apologize. I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm not used to diplomatic roles, you see. Normally we'd have a full diplomatic envoy to meet you, but we've been required to be a bit more subtle and discretionary. She kind of awkwardly extends her hand, just sort of seemed not used to performing the gesture. She certainly hasn't been in court before.
I shake her hand.
Oh, that's nice.
Nash.
Okay.
Flora will give us a very sort of slight nod forward with her head, like a half bow. Priestess Flora, emissary of the Church of the Light of Dawn.
Good to meet you, Priestess Flora. My name is... Oh, damn it. Hang on. Where did I put it? There you go. My name is Agent Aileen Sylvanus. I am a agent of the Isle of Harping. as I'm not exactly a diplomat, so you'll have to excuse me if I'm blunt. Recent developments have forced us to seek whatever help we can, and we thought that your organization, the Dawgbringers, might have enough pull to assist us. Let me explain to you what the situation is.
Please do.
Right. Well, you're aware of the diplomatic situation between Lovermore and Deradon. Both of their rulers are just so power-hungry, they're constantly at each other's throats, even though they share basically a similar interpretation of their hateful religion. No offense to you, Lady Flora.
There is none taken. You've sufficiently distanced them from my people.
Now, these two nations are extremely powerful, and if they were ever to stop being at each other's throats, the consequences for the rest of the world could be truly dire. And this is what brings me to our next discovery. Our spies in Lovermore have discovered that High Bishop Ethelbert Gainsley is a master diplomat and manipulator, and he has King Stanley's ear. He's a very important man and a member of he's the head of the Ministry of Culture in Lovermore. He's very high-ranking in the King's Court. And we discovered through our spies that he has a plan, some kind of a way to compromise with Deradon and build alliance between Lovermore and Deradon against the rest of the world. His plan is that, it makes me sick to say it. Their plan is that they can divide up the world between them. Deradon can take half of the magic users and metahumans they find and put them to fire and the sword, and Lovermore can have the other half as slaves. Of course, Lovermore and Deradon are usually too suspicious of each other for thousands of years for such a plan to be possible, but Ethelbert Gainsley has been making many contacts in Deradon, and he's got the King's ear. He might just be able to pull this alliance off with dire consequences for the rest of the world.
Sadly, most all the free people in the world owe a lot of their freedom to the current status, current political status between Lovermore and Deradon.
Yes, the current status quo of fear and mistrust between them, fortunately, has allowed the rest of the world to live on in peace, well, relatively speaking. However, this could definitely tip the balance.
And we don't want that, do we?
It is a bad alliance that will cause great suffering.
We'll have to snuff that out in its cradle.
Yes, I agree. We've been making efforts to try to assassinate Gainsley. However, the spy who got us the information in the first place paid with his life for trying to do so. And now security against our agents has been ramped up very significantly in Lovermore. They've even banned they've refused to go to the delegation at Stratholm for the World Meeting of Nations, and they're very suspicious of us now. For us to get somebody close to him, or anyone, any of his contacts in Stratholm, it will be almost impossible. And now Lovermore are more suspicious of us than ever. This is where you come in, Lady Flora, I would hope.
How can the Church help?
Well, obviously we share a common goal here, as I'm sure you do not wish to be enslaved or killed, and you do not want Jarrett to be conquered and divided up between Lovermore and Deradon. So what we were hoping that you could do is send a representative to Stratholm, to the Council of Nations, and hopefully find a way to either kill Gainsley and stop his plans for good, or find a way to turn his contacts against him and sow discord between Lothamore and Deradon, and perhaps sabotage his plan that way.
I like where this is going.
It is more your sort of thing, Nash, but
Well, it is a bit of a challenge, though. I don't think killing him will be the easiest way.
And no, that is why I thought perhaps asking a help from a priestess of the Dawnbringers, who would be well regarded on the council, or at least would be listened to, would be a good option.
Killing should always be the last resort.
Indeed.
We will certainly explore other methods first.
Well, in any event, the only thing we can do is it pains me to say this, but the council will be convening once again in a couple of weeks.
As I thought that entirely too soon to return home and discuss this with my order. I will have to nominate myself to undertake this.
She nods. Yes, you're well ahead of me. Unfortunately, because the meeting of the council has been moved forward, unfortunately, yes, I'm going to have to ask you, Lady Flora, to undertake this mission. We have no more time for preparations. We must set sail for Stratholme immediately.
Oh, we got enough time to plan.
Yes, we'll have a couple weeks to plan. However, we've got no more time to organize any more resources other than, well, maybe what we can scrounge together here on this island.
We'll need to have some more funds if we're going to pull this off.
We only have what was sufficient for us to get us here and provisionally a return journey.
Well, Lady Flora, I believe there is a temple of your order here on the Isle of Maya. Perhaps you could go to them and seek what help you can. You should not be too long.
Much as it would pay me to take resources from the needy,
Well,
one could consider this a higher calling.
Well, this is perhaps the most important mission that any of us have ever undertaken.
I'm sorry it has gotten so dire.
At this point, you notice Thomas is coughing. Sorry, I got a bit of the black lung. I just got to go outside. All right, Thomas. Come back soon, though.
I look wearily around myself.
Check to see if those other people you came with are all right while you're out there. Yep, will do, Miss Aileen. He heads off outside.
How much do you trust that Thomas guy?
Thomas. He's been a friend and confidant for some time. Though he's not a member of the Harping Secret Service as such, he's been one of our contacts in the Ocean Federation for quite some time. We've come to trust him. We've used him for many years.
Well.
So tell me, Miss Flora, is there any other way that we can help you? Well, any other information you require?
You'll have to give me some time to think on this. This is a little beyond my usual talents.
No, not beyond mine. Do
Well,
you have any informants or contacts within the council or around the council?
Well, we have our delegation there, of course. I mean, we have a permanent delegation in Stratholme. It's the Council of Nations, so of course we have an embassy there, and we'll have limited resources we can offer once we get there. However, as I said, we will be looked at with great suspicion.
We'll have to go as our own delegation.
Yes, you'll have to go as your own delegation. It'll be important that you're not seen with me or anybody else from Harping.
And Nash does make a point. Who will we be able to count on while we're in Stratholme?
Will you be able to count on?
Informants, people we already have there.
And assets.
Well, I'll tell you more of that during the voyage.
Of course.
And I will meet with our delegation there, and hopefully I can find a covert way of getting you the information you need.
I can think of a few ways, but we'll discuss that and the voyage over.
It would be very good of you.
Very well, then. Okay. At this point, Thomas and Harrison, along with a few of the rogues, into the room. At this point, you also notice from the other door... Hang on a sec. A couple other rogues seem to be coming out of the doors, which seems a little bit strange to you guys.
Not at all.
At this point, Harrison's just kind of clapping his hands together. Well, a lovely little meeting of the minds, hasn't it been, eh?
Oh, you're not at all obvious, Harrison.
I told you, Nash. You shouldn't trust me. I told you to look in my eyes, see if I was a man who'd rip you off.
Of course you are.
If I was that obvious, you would have stabbed me in the back before we even got here. But here we are.
I just wanted to give you a fighting chance.
Well, you'll be giving me a fighting chance, all right? You see, a cutthroat like me, we don't like to have fair fights.
No,
At this point,
but you'll end up with a cutthroat, all the same.
A snappy comeback indeed, Mr. Nash. Nah, I might not be very fond of Lothamore, my dear homeland, but I'll tell you what, I'm very fond of its gold. And if I was to go back home and present them here with a magic user and a heretic priestess and a harping agent with plans at assassinating a member of the King's Council, God, and not to mention another wanted criminal to boot,
And
they pay me far more than I could ever rob.
And I sort of roll my hair back over my ears. And don't forget in half-elf.
A half-elf too! Brilliant!
Harrison,
Gosh.
please. What guarantee do you have that they will just pay you and let you go?
You're wanted.
When you deal with these people, there are no guarantees. They will dismiss you, discard you as soon as you've expended your usefulness.
You're just a pawn.
I might be a pawn, but I'll be a very rich pawn.
Doubt it.
I'd rather be a very rich, living pawn than be a dead agent of change in the world.
You'll be dead all the same.
Well, I look forward to seeing if you're right, Mr. Zerrander. So, are you going to come quietly and surrender, or are we going to have to bring you back dead instead of alive?
Well, I'd like to see you try. I take a step forward, brandishing my daggers in a flash.
Flora reach over, put a hand on Nash's shoulder. Are you sure about this?
Well, I don't see any other way out. Do you?
He'll give a weak smile at that.
All right, not gonna try talking your way out of the situation then, or?
Well, I'm gonna
else?
try something.
Okay, what are you gonna try?
Well,
Bear in mind, the moment you do anything, it will basically start initiatives.
I'm gonna try an intimidation roll.
Right. You wanna intimidate somebody?
Yeah. Harrison.
Okay. You want to try and intimidate him?
I
Okay,
flurry my daggers in intricate moves. You better run while you can.
Unfortunately, if you want to do that as an action, that's going to have to be part of your combat initiative.
There's the roll.
Yeah, well, you have to save it for when it's actually your turn, though.
Oh, can I keep the roll though?
Yeah, alright, you can keep the roll. I've no intention of running. I've intention of getting rich. Draws his cutlass, as do the rest of the rogues. Let's do this, eh?
Okay.
Alright, anything else you want to say or do? Anyone?
Just
well, it'll be resolved in the combat.
well, don't say I didn't
Okay.
warn you.
Draw me cards. Oh, that's not good.
This is my card.
Which is my card, the 9?
You'll
I
have
think
to.
mine's the 9.
Oh wait, you have to click on your card and then click on it again.
Combat begins. Okay. Norman takes his turn to say, Please, please, this is absolutely barbarous. You capture a blind priestess. You're monstrous. You're bloody right, I'm monstrous. That's why I'm going to be rich. Come on, lads. Norman takes his turn to stand in front of Flora.
Oh, bless him.
You'll
better
have to
move.
kill me before you take her,
Oh.
you bastards.
Well,
Oh, my
another meat
language.
shield.
Thaeon will reward me. He just holds
Mhm.
himself out.
Thaeon's on our side.
Makes no difference to me killing another pansy. It's Harrison. Okay. It's now the goons go. At this point, Goon lunges forward towards Nash.
Stab.
You're gonna counter strike him.
First strike.
Yep.
Bam!
Oh shit, that's gonna be nasty. Right, that is success with 1 raise. So dagger damage with 1 raise, please.
That's an extra d6.
Mm-hmm. Alright, that's pretty good.
Wait,
Okay.
I haven't added the 1d6.
Oh, okay.
Ah, 2 more.
Right, okie dokie. As you lunge forwards, as he lunges forward at you, you just kind of calmly hold out your knife.
Goodbye.
Just basically runs right into it, and he topples over, looking very much dead. The others seem quite surprised at just Nash's surprising speed. I didn't like him anyway. More money for me, says Harrison, chuckling. Okay. This dude here, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he rushes over to Eileen, and tries to stab her with his cutlass. And he misses. He swings at her. At this point, Eileen has already drawn her 2 short swords, and she just blocks it, placing them both together, catching the cutlass in its downward motion. Okay, Thomas speaks at this point. Please, Eileen, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I was very badly in debt. I needed the money. We could have provided for you, Thomas. I'll kill you for this betrayal.
Not if I can beat you to it.
Okay, at this point I've actually forgotten to do a couple of the other rogues, so I'll do them. Okay. One of them lunges forward and takes a stab at Norman.
Oh, poor
You
guy.
want to protect your priestess so bad? Well, you'll get to. As he lunges forwards.
You can't kill Norman. Norman's immortal.
But he just he sort of slips a bit, and he kind of his cutlass scrapes along the ground.
Isn't that a
Thaeon
fumble?
protects me, and he will protect Priestess Flora, Norman says piously. Okay. And this other dude goes to stab Nash with his cutlass.
Meh.
Oh, and he misses badly as well. You just easily knock it aside with your dagger.
Yeah.
Okay, and these dudes, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 6. Okay, this dude moves over here. This dude's, he's got a flintlock, and he moves, let's see, so he moves over here. Yeah, he moves over here, and he aims his flintlock at Nash.
Shit.
Well, you seem to be the greatest threat right now.
Yep.
And he misses.
Because you won the bar fight.
The flintlock echoes through the smeltery, but it misses quite widely.
I hate guns.
Okay, Flora, it's your go.
Remember that moment I said I had my hand on Nash's shoulder? Thaeon is with you, Nash.
You can kind of hear movement and fighting near you at this point.
Let's put a protection spell on Nash.
Yay!
Send a little prayer up to Thaeon. Thaeon, protect us. Dark with you. We are the just ones, and so on and so forth.
Okay. As you kind of offer your prayer to Thaeon, you just kind of hear a whisper back. Who is Thaeon? Stop whispering to me. Make me a spellcasting roll, please.
Okay.
The Reluctant Spirit.
Where is it? What do I roll, actually?
Your spellcasting.
Yeah, I'm looking at where that is.
On the skills, I think.
Yeah, it's under skills.
It wasn't listed under skills.
Oh, God. Right. No, it wasn't listed under skills because it's... Oh.
Is it? No, wait, isn't it Spirit of Smarts?
Based off one of those, I think.
Well,
yeah,
what does it say?
It, depending on which it is.
What does it say?
Smarts, yep.
So, it's based off your smarts? There's no skill for it?
Okay, that I can see.
Well, I guess that's another change from the deluxe edition. I'm going to have to talk to you about that later, but...
Yeah, no
Alright,
problem.
give me your smarts.
Rolling smarts, rolling smarts, rolling smarts.
Oh yeah!
Alright, that's a success with at least one raise.
Woo!
Please do whatever your spell does.
Okay, reading it, that description up here. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see, costs 2 power points, range of touch, duration 3. With a standard success, attackers must subtract 2 from any fighting, shooting, or other attack rolls.
Ooh.
Raise increases the penalty to 4.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Damn, so they got -4 on anything to hit me.
It says directed at the user, but I'm kind of classing it on someone else because it has a range of touch, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
I'll deduct 2 PP. So it's 1
Okay.
/round for duration.
What? How many? What?
Oh, right, has a duration of 3, and I think I can maintain it for another power point for every additional round.
Oh, okay. Alright then.
So.
Alright, a magical aura kind of flickers through your hand as you touch Nash's shoulder, and you hear the spirit crying out in pain as you touch his shoulder. And there appears to be a kind of a glistening green aura around Nash now.
What kind of green are we talking here? Grass green? Lime green? Kind of sickly eldritch green, vommy green.
Algae green.
Oh. Oh, this is interesting.
Okay, alright, that's your go. Loretta takes her turn to just basically stand there and scream. Aileen attempts to attack the rogue in front of her. Two.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I think that's a hit.
A very palpable hit.
A palpable hit. Okay.
Yeah.
And with her other short sword, she does.
Oh, she's double-handed as well.
Yep. So kind of a two-weapon rogue, much like you. She kind of launches her sword forward and it lands squarely in the rogue's shoulder. He cries out in pain. But he staggers back before she can plant the next sword in his gut. However, he looks to be badly wounded. Okay. Right, Nash, it's your go.
Okay, can I, Is it an action to intimidate?
Yes, it is.
Fuck it.
That's some good
But
intimidation.
you can attack and intimidate if you want to take a -2 to both.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Sure. Should I keep my roll or roll another?
I'll let you keep your roll.
Okay, it's a 7.
So that'll be a 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Harrison, try and resist with his spirits, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Psh.
Ha! Nah. I think I'll be killing you, Nash. He chuckles, seeming unintimidated.
I'll make
Okay.
a slash at the rogue in front of me.
Alright. Fighting at -2, please.
Yes. Attacking. 5.
Okay. 5. That's it.
Yeah.
Normal damage, please.
I'm rolling. Normal damage. Slash.
Oh, that's pretty nice. Okay, right. You sort of thrust your dagger forward as you intimidate Harrison and plant it straight into his heart.
Slash him over the belly.
Kind of coughs up blood as he falls over.
You were saying, Harrison?
More gold for me. Kill as many as you like. I'll kill you in the end. Okay. Harrison, he's taken his spear from behind his back and he approaches you. And he thrusts forward with his spear.
At -4.
That's true, he does, yes.
Damn.
Whew.
I believe that hits, doesn't it?
It does.
Even
Still.
with the -4, geez.
Yeah, damn.
Mhm.
Still, it's damage -5, I believe.
No, that was to hit. That wasn't damage.
Isn't it?
Nope. Sorry, Pixie. You're gonna get stabbed.
Yeah, but isn't the protection getting?
No, it's not for both.
It's
It's just
factored
the
in.
hits, isn't it?
Oh crap.
Yeah. That was. I mean, there's a -4, pretty nasty. So
Yeah. Still,
That's
it's
Sorry, I
a,
didn't put on an
Yeah.
armor spell as well.
yeah, you should have put on an armor spell.
I don't have both.
oh,
Sorry.
it's okay.
Okay. Hang on. Let
Just
me
don't
just,
die, I'll heal that up.
Yeah.
Let me just find out how dead you are. Okay. Right.
Hopefully not very much.
Not too dead.
-1 to the damage though, because I got the armor.
Well, not. I mean, that'll
Timely.
your toughness. Your toughness is only 4, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay, so your overall toughness would be 5. Oh, that was a pretty poor roll, Harrison. Okay, right. He launches the spear forward, and it plants into your shoulder. Blood runs down. I mean, there's this kind of flickering aura seems to make you move faster, but Harrison is a skilled spearman, and he sort of compensates for it, jamming it right into you. You are now shaken. I'll stick you like a pig. Okay. Right. Norman just continues to kind of chastise this dude over here. You will not touch my Lady Flora!
Moon is such a hero.
Okay. Right, it's the rogue's go. Stop messing about with that, Ponce, and help me! Harrison groans. And he just steps on the dead body of his mate. Hang on, I'll get rid of that. He pushes his dead mate to the side.
Oh, that's an action.
Nash. I guess it would be, yeah. Oh wait, no, it's not because you're shaken.
Still, he makes an action to move.
Yeah, he makes an action to move. Well, sorry, no, he can move and act. Anyone can. Okay. You can move up to your pace and act. Otherwise, you have to run.
Yeah, but moving his dead body friend thing.
No, that's just a narrative thing.
Okay.
Because otherwise, I'd have to have him stay in square and just look messy.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. He's still going to be at like a -3 to hit you because he gets a +1 bonus for ganging up.
Yeah. I'm still shaken, so I can't do my...
Yeah, you can't do just... okay, right. It's just you're just watching the kind of flickering aura. You know, even though you're sort of staggered, you manage to dodge his blows. He swings his cutlass forwards.
Easily.
Okay, Thomas. Oh, by the way, talking pre-action.
Yeah.
As long as it's not an actual intimidate check or a taunt check or anything like that, you can.
Or
just
unreasonably
talk as a
long,
free
I
action.
expect.
Or it's unreasonably long. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thomas at this point, he just looks very torn and very agonized. I'm so sorry. I had debts to pay. Please don't hate me. Okay. Oh god, I forgot these two buggers again. All right. This guy gets up behind Aline and he tries to stab her.
Oh no.
And he gets a +1 because he's now ganging up. Do. Let's see. It's the hit. So no, that's a miss. Okay, right. Aline still having one sword in front. She sort of brings the other sword back to sort of knock away the cutlass from behind, sort of groaning in frustration. Use some help over here. At this point, this fella, he's not going to bother reloading his flintlock. He's going to let's see. Right.
Run.
He's going to run. He's going to run over and try and attack you, Flora.
I'd like to see him try.
You just try and attack a blind woman. Now we realise that Matt's got some kind of super duper blind fighting edge. And kind of just catches the sword with her fingertips.
Daredevil.
You can see my character sheet,
So she's got parry of 3. Oh wait, 3 then basically, right? Or
it says 4 on my character sheet.
oh, no, but that's impossible. It can't be 4.
Hmm?
Do you have D4 fighting?
No.
In that case, it's 3, unless you've got any.
Well, actually, it's. I do have D4 fighting, but I never took it. But, yeah, but I never actually put points into it. It's just sitting there on my character sheet.
Yeah, that and boating.
Oh,
no,
God
boating's
damn it.
disappeared for me.
Oh.
I don't have boating. I lost it when I went
That's
on the
weird.
ship,
So you
apparently.
gained fighting, but you lost boating. Okay, well, ignore that
It's
then.
three,
Your
yeah.
parry's still free.
Mhm.
You're blind, and you're lucky. You're lucky you get free.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
The
Okay.
walking cane just seems to get in the way.
Oh, and he hits.
Oh no.
Lady Flora.
It's
No!
not a very good roll.
Lady Flora, no.
You didn't say what he hit me with.
Oh, his rusty cutlass. Oh man, that's
Oh.
poor. What's your toughness?
Enough.
It says 4. Again, what's that based off?
And it's your vigor halved
Hmm.
+2.
So yeah, 4.
4. All right, okay. He launches forward with this cutlass. You just hear footsteps near you, and suddenly you feel deep stabbing pain inside your in your shoulder. It's quite painful, and you are shaken.
Are you shaking though?
He's damaged my
Toughness is.
dress.
Oh yeah. Any hit
Yep,
is shaking.
It did hit, but it didn't do any wounds. And it's your go, so you can now try and
Hmm.
recover.
Recover, eh?
Yeah.
What am I rolling?
Your
So I can figure
spirits.
Spirits, okay.
Spirits to recover from being shaken.
Yes. Oh.
Fucking hell! Oh, yeah, alright, you can act normally.
She is not phased by that.
You
In fact, this
Just
is my
looks-
best
whispering
dress.
in your ear. Go on, Matt.
Well, that was just kind of it. This was my best dress.
This was my best dress! You just completely hulk out, Matt, and you can act normally.
Yay!
Do
All
whatever
right.
you want.
She will use her persuasion. Thomas, there's still time. You could do the right thing. Thaeon forgives.
Nice.
I like it. Make me a persuasion roll at +1.
Ooh.
Okay. Does that go under the skill mod
Yes, it's
or
skill.
the rank?
Skill.
No, just roll it and we'll add it.
roll it +1.
Okay. Cool.
5.
+1. 5.
Okay. Right.
Maybe I didn't get through to him this round. I need to give him some more pep talk.
Thomas just looks like he's kind of agonizing. I mean, he kind of like he starts to reach for his hammer, but then he looks at the situation and then kind of just goes.
So he's a doubting Thomas, is he?
So he's still tentative. He's still not sure.
Maybe when the blind woman got stabbed, that would get him over the edge.
He looks like he just starts to raise his hammer, but then he just falls back. Okay, Loretta. She just looks at you bleeding and she screams and just tries to kind of hold you and try and stop the bleeding best she can.
Let me get a bandage on that.
Aline's in a pretty nasty situation. So she swings out at one dude.
Oh no.
She misses. She swings out at another dude.
Ooh! Chops his head off.
Alright. This is gonna hurt a lot. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 3 raises.
Damn.
Almost 4. Right, this is gonna hurt. So that will be 5. Right, okay. She swings out with her sword, missing this dude. But then, like, as the other dude's kind of chuckling and sort of taking her lightly, she sort of slashes forward, and it goes clean across his chest. And he looks down in horror as he sees his guts spilling out, and he just desperately tries to pat himself before just falling forward into a pool of blood.
Oh, does it not fall backwards into the vat? Would that be a bit much given
Actually-
it's suspended and not groundable?
Yeah. He kind of stumbles over here, and she gives him one last kick as his guts continue falling out, and he lands in the red-hot vat. He starts screaming. This sort of smoke comes off his charred body.
Oh.
Yeah,
Thaeon, help
he's
that man.
definitely dead as his body just becomes roasted to a blackened crisp.
It's not looking good for you,
Yeah,
Harrison.
not
Can
looking
only hope he
good.
died quickly.
Looking good for you either, Nash. Okay, it's now your go again, Nash.
Yes!
There we go, you can act normally.
Good. Well, Harrison, dagger.
Right. Unfortunately, that is a miss.
Oh shit.
Swing a
well,
miss.
I got another one. Yes! So it's a 6.
Yep. Oh, it's a 6. Oh, 6. I'm sorry, Pixie.
Ah.
Right. Top tip: kill the weaker ones before you kill the wild cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. You swing your dagger out, but he just knocks it aside with his spear, just kind of knocking about. Seen your tricks before, Nash. I remembered to take notes. Okay. Talking of which, it's now Harrison's go. He's gonna stab you.
Oh no.
Let's see, and your aura of protections are gonna have one more round after this.
Because this is round 2.
Yep, round 2. Round 2.
Duh. Yes!
Oh, do you have like a parry of 7?
No, 6.
Ah, there we go. It's.
Is it a hit?
Yep, it's a hit. Sorry.
Oh yeah, it's...
Okay. This might sting a little. Alright. He sticks you again with the spear, and once more you are shaken. Starting to feel a bit like a shish kebab at this point.
Is that a wound?
Your toughness is 5 with your armor, right?
Yes.
In that case, you just avoid a wound.
Whew.
Good thing your leather just gives you a little bit of protection.
Yeah.
Just in time.
You are still shaken though, which means if you take a wound while you're shaken, then you automatically take a wound if you're shaken when you're shaken.
Yeah.
I heard you were shaken, so we're going to shake you while you're shaken. Okay. Norman, he seems he doesn't seem too concerned about Nash.
Good thing.
Be a hero, Norman.
He seems more concerned about the fact Flora's getting stabbed. Let's see. If he was to move to kind of defend you from this dude, I mean, he'd take an attack of opportunity from Harrison, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he would.
Is there not
So-
some kind of withdraw or disengage action?
I think there is, but I think you need a feat for it or something.
No. You can do it.
Do
but
it.
there is a negative something.
Agility or something.
Yeah. Let's see where it is.
Okay, well, while you're looking that up, Norman basically he continues to interpose himself between Harrison and Flora. 'cause
Which I
can't
think
be
is
bothered.
pretty important.
I can't. Yeah, I mean, there's 2 guys there, and he wants to make sure they don't kill Flora.
And Harrison's pretty scary, so...
Yep. Okay. Right, it's now the rogues go. Aha! Alright, this guy... Oh wait, this guy is going to roll to recover from being shaken. Do-do. He's unshaken, he'll be able to act normally next round. This dude tries to stab you again, Flora. because it's just so easy stabbing a blind woman.
Ah,
Oh, he can take.
And he hits.
you put the deflection on myself. They don't protect me.
Alright, what's your toughness, Matt?
Still 4.
Alright. Damn it, he only shakes you. Bugger. Alright, again,
Shake a blind
you
woman.
get stabbed. Starting to pound and moan at the cuts. You are not wounded yet. Okay. Now, this rogue
Which one?
is going to attack Allman. And miss, even with the +1
She's good.
get from ganging up.
Well, technically, Aline gets ganging up bonus as well.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's true. That's right. She would get it now, wouldn't she? You think Flora barely counts, but yeah.
He does.
Okay, right. And this dude is going to try and stab Nash, because why not?
Yeah, why not?
Why not, indeed?
Because it won't go well for him. There's still time for him to run. You can get down with your life.
Ah!
Ow, raise.
Ah!
I roll well.
Oh,
I roll really
it's
well.
not a raise though.
It's not a raise. It's just a hit.
Ah!
This is gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. On. Alpha. Okay, right. You're already wounded, and just as you're staggering, he sticks you again. Just the air goes out of your body. You have now taken 1 wound. Please take a note of it.
It's included in my rolls. Noted
Okay.
it down on my character sheet.
Noting it down. Alright. And now it's Thomas's go. He's on hold as he just goes. Flora, it's your go. You are shaken.
Yes, do that. Roll to recover again. 1 sec.
Come on, you can have another heroic roll. Yes!
Not quite. Pretty good there.
Strong! You misinterpret the pain whisperings of your spirit as an urging from Thaeon to fight on.
I think we'll try more of the same last round. Maybe even
Alright.
better because I've taken another wound.
roleplay,
She's kind of
roleplay.
hunched over a bit.
I'll play it.
Lifts her head up. You can see tears down her cheeks. Thomas, please, this isn't right.
Okay,
You
give
can
me
still do the right thing. Please, Thomas.
Okay, give me a roll of +2 because this is a crying blind woman being stabbed. So that's pretty.
Okay, base persuasion roll. Add 2. Oh, that's another 5. Damn it.
Another 5.
Needed a better
but
roll.
You did persuade him a bit. It was a success last time as well, though. So.
Breaking down the barriers.
No! This isn't right! He gets his hammer up and he goes to attack this rogue.
Yay.
Yes!
Thomas, you gutless maggot! Did you forget the money? No! I'm sorry, I can't do this!
Nobody is worth stabbing a blind woman.
And he attacks the rogue. No, misses terribly.
He should so get another d6.
I don't feel like I want to
It's
make
good
him a
hero.
wild card yet.
Nah.
It's not important enough.
We'll make him important.
Okay. Loretta's go. Okay, she shifts and she tries to push the swashbuckler.
Oh.
No! Get away from Lady Flora, you brute! Okay.
I think we should have Loretta carrying a handbag.
She's not
Just to
very
clump them.
strong though, and she hasn't earned her hardcast status yet. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
That's a success of a raise. With just summoning up her strength for just the anger of seeing her mistress being stabbed repeatedly, just shoves him back 10 feet.
Elaine gets an attack of opportunity.
He falls on his ass.
And Elaine gets an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I suppose she does.
And Loretta. And Flora.
Loretta, do you want an attack of opportunity?
Well, Loretta was the one who pushed him, so I don't know.
No, sorry. Flora, do you want an attack of opportunity?
Well, may as well. Get away from
Alright.
Loretta!
Fighting damage. Fighting roll, please. Okay. Aileen takes a opportunistic swing. But misses. He gets pushed so far, she can't quite get a strike in. Go on, Matt.
Yeah, I'm
Your
just kind
attack
of wondering, am I...
you're at -6, by the way.
Yeah, well, I don't have fighting hand, so...
And you don't have... So, okay, fighting at -8, please.
Yep. -7.
-7. Okay,
Just kind of shakes the cane angrily.
Oh, you get a wild die though.
out angrily as he moves away, but you don't feel like you've connected.
Wild die. Wild die.
Is that just a flat d6?
Oh yeah. What? No, God, no, not flat. You take -8 to your wild die as well.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah. I mean, you flail, but you feel like you're a little close to connecting, but no, you still don't connect.
Fend him off with the pointy end of the stick.
It's Aileen's go again, and she tries to dispatch this rogue who's near her. Oh, that's pretty poor.
Don't forget.
Oh, that's almost a critical botch.
It's a plus
Right,
as well.
she uses her other swords.
Don't forget the pluses for ganging up.
Oh yes, technically is going up. Okay.
Which you have as well now, Nash.
Yep.
And she still misses. God, she's
Aw.
not having good. Yeah, she was doing much better earlier in the combat. Okay, Nash, it's your go. You are shaken,
Ugh.
and you've got one wound. Oh dear, you're still shaken and will be for a little longer. So this is the last turn of his protection, right?
Yes.
Right, okay. Harrison grins, seeing Nash on the ropes, and decides to try and stab him with his spear. It's poor. That was very poor.
He
But
doesn't
still,
get.
He,
Oh
he
yeah.
becomes frustrated as the flickering protective aura just sort of seems to frustrate his every stab. Okay. Norman continues to stand in front of Lady Flora, and it's now the rogue's go. This fella, he's not happy at being pushed back. He lunges forwards and tries to stab, let's see, Aline this time. He gets his ganging up bonus.
He's stabbing a woman anyway.
Yep. And
Miss.
that's a miss. The other dude next to her also tries to stab Aline. That misses. Okay. This dude tries to stab you, Nash,
Oh shit.
and fails miserably. And yeah, there's only 3 rogues left, so it's now Thomas's go.
Come on, Thomas, hero mode.
Oh, please forgive me!
We're counting on you, Thomas.
Okay. Oh, when you get a ganging up bonus
Yes, he will.
because of Nash
And Norman.
and Norman. Yeah, that's true. Oh,
Yay!
Hero, he will gain his redemption.
Yay!
Okay, that is a hit with 1 raise.
Cave his head in.
I'd say, yeah, he's a blacksmith, so he's probably pretty. A smelter, a blacksmith, so he'd probably be pretty strong. I'm giving him the 8 strength. Which
Oh.
you'll need for that shoddy roll. There we go.
Uh,
He swings his hammer forward, and the rogue kind of his tongue sticks out as you see the kind of the hammer embedded in his brain.
Ooh.
Ow.
And he falls sideways, slumped onto the ground.
Nice work, Thomas.
That's
Thanks.
probably the first person he's ever killed.
Yeah, he looks kind of a bit horrified with himself. It looks at his bloody hammer as he pulls it out of the man's brain. Okay, Flora, it's now your go.
I think I will spend a power point to extend the duration.
That's
of the
still valid this
deflection.
round.
Hmm?
This is the last round, if
Is
I
it?
remember correctly. You don't have to...
No, the last round was the next
Okay.
last round.
Okay.
Now she's extending it,
Yeah,
I guess.
Yep.
So
it costs
that's
a
your
power
action
point. That's
then,
fine.
extending it.
I don't
Or-
think so. It might be.
Or you can do it for free then.
I think so. So long as you pay the cost.
Yeah.
You pay the maintain
Alright.
cost.
Alright then, you pay the maintain cost, you channel more of your energy to Nash.
Yeah, quick look, and no, I think it's just fine if I can keep paying. Although the more spells you have active at any one time, the harder it is to cast subsequent spells.
Yeah.
So yeah, there is a penalty for paying power points every turn and maintaining loads of spells. So yeah, I'll do that, and as for action, I'm not entirely certain.
We'll do something.
Ah.
Nash is wounded and shaken, what are you gonna do?
That's a good point. Well, I don't kind of know that for certain, so you have to take a turn.
A little
Take-
help.
Oh, okay, which
Nash
guess I
is
do now.
groaning in pain. You feel blood trickling down your fingers when you touch his shoulder.
Nash can have some healing then. Oh,
Yes!
yeah, I can
Okay.
imagine that first moment where I sort of put a hand on his shoulder and then the spear goes through it and just feels each other and then there's blood on my hand. Oh no.
Alright,
Oh no.
do your Healy then.
Okay, so make another spellcasting roll. Da-da-da.
Alright, that's a success with a raise.
Ooh, with a raise. Let's see. Da-da-da-da. Removes a wound with a success, 2 wounds with a raise.
And
Does
that's
it-
a shaken as well.
Does it get rid of his
Uh,
shaken? Or
It
does
says
it
to
say it
logic.
gets rid of his shaken? Or...
There's no mention of that.
But
Mm.
with a
Roll
raise,
suffers yeah, it says remove
Sorry,
2 wounds with
Pixie.
a raise. Roll suffers a penalty equal to the victim's wounds.
Mm.
In addition to any I might be suffering myself.
okay, so I'm still
Okay.
shaken then.
Yeah, you're still shaken, but yeah, you don't have a wound anymore, which is always good.
Yeah. Thank you,
Um,
milady.
Loretta,
Thomas Thaeon
Actually,
take this with us.
I'm gonna have her try and push him again. it seems successful the first time. Oh, this time the pirate's having none of it. Get off
Aw.
me, you filthy
Aw.
witch!
This is hero mode.
She feels faint from the kind of the harsh language. So now Aline's go again. She's going to have 1 for one of them and 1 for the other. Would she get like a +2 ganging up bonus now? For
Don't
Flora
know.
and Loretta?
Does it give for 1+ for each person, or just 1 for ganging up? It is
I'm
1 for
gonna-
each person in Dungeons and Dragons, but I don't know
Mhm.
Savage Worlds.
I'm pretty sure it's 1 for each person up to a maximum of 3. So I'm going to give
Okay.
her +2.
Let's go for it.
Alright. 1 hits.
Maximum of 4.
Maximum of 4. Okay. Alright, there we go. She, a clean cut right across his throat. His head turns to the side, blood sprays out, and he falls to the ground.
I hope that was the one behind Loretta, not the one in front of her.
No, it was
She
the one
would
in
go-
front of her.
Oh,
Blood
no.
Oh!
gets out onto a pretty dress.
Make a spirit roll, Loretta.
Yeah, make a spirit roll. Definitely. Oh, shaken.
She swoons, feeling faint.
Oh.
Okay, the other one is hitting the other dude. Oh! Yes.
Shears his
He's
head off.
Extraordinarily dead, probably. And that's like, I don't think it's possible for me to not kill him for the number of dice.
How many
Let's
is
see.
there?
9, 13, 17, 21.
How many raises are there?
25, 29. So that's
6.
a total of 8d6.
Okay.
Almost impossible not to kill him.
So, basically, she shears his head off.
Alright. That was a pretty poor roll, but you know.
All in all, yeah.
For 8d6, it'll do. Right. She just swings with such incredible force. She cuts his head clean off. It pirouettes through the air, just spinning around, spraying blood everywhere. His sort of bloody stump gouts out blood like a fountain, covering everything around him. And his body slumps backwards, and his head kind of lands on. Yeah, his head lands on the grill, bouncing around, steaming.
You know,
And
this
he
might-
is
As I
very
see this,
much
I get sort of a flashback moment and shudders.
This might be extraordinarily mean to Loretta, but maybe after the first one got stabbed and had a blood spray everywhere, she turns around to not look at it, and then the other guy gets horribly brutalized.
Alright, Nash, it's now
Oh,
your
that'd be
go.
traumatizing
Oh.
for the poor thing.
You can try and recover from being shaken.
I will. Yes!
I think that's Harrison on his own now.
Alright.
He's outnumbered.
Well then, Harrison.
Alright, mate. Fair's fair. Come on, we can talk about this, eh?
And I miss. Or do I hit?
That's a miss.
Okay. Then
Just
this
miss.
one is at -1.
Ooh. Oh no,
Yes!
well, I guess you've got a bonus because of what's his bollocks. Yep,
So the first
okay.
was a hit.
The
first
was
one
not
is-
a hit.
The first one was a 6.
Yep, still not a hit though.
And this is a 9.
Parry's very good.
This is a
Yep,
9.
that's a hit. That's a hit. The 9's a hit.
Is it a raise?
No,
Oh, it's bad.
it's a normal hit.
Okay.
Roll well.
Oh, well. I'll give him a good whack. Shaken though.
Alright. Yep, he is indeed shaken. You give him a quick stab. He grunts. Now receiving some of the punishment he's been given out.
Move up,
He kind
Thomas.
of grits his teeth. Anger. Okay. It's now Harrison's go. He's going to try and recover from being shaken.
Psh.
And he's unshaken, but he'll can't act normally until next go.
Mm.
Okay.
Move
It's
up,
now
Thomas.
Norman's go. Norman continues to stand stone still in front of Flora. The rogues are all dead. It's Thomas's go. Thomas is going to come up Harrison's side. Thomas, you little traitorous bastard!
Now you're done
Okay.
for, Harrison.
Give it up, Harrison, alright? This was wrong. You know it was wrong. Fuck you.
Oh.
And Thomas swings with his hammer.
+2.
Yeah, +2. It's a miss though.
Oh.
Flora, it's your go.
Let's go his heart into it. Right, okay, probably got a bit of a spray of blood. Called it the horrible spray of blood from the dead guy. So, probably taking at least a round's worth, making sure Loretta's okay. So
Alright.
feel around behind it. Loretta?
You sort of pat at her and you sort of feel her on her chest. She's panting desperately.
She's okay? Okay.
Oh my.
Oh.
I said, stay with me, stay with me.
And yeah, she just basically spends her turn just kind of swooning.
Maybe take her hands and go
by the way,
down.
did you spend your whole turn just kind of comforting her then?
I think I'll spend a PowerPoint, keep it on Nash.
Alright,
no,
you
the
keep
danger's
your,
not over.
You keep your aura on Nash. Aileen very eagerly runs over to help get Harrison. And she's gonna get +3 now.
Yep.
Harrison's in big trouble. Oh, he's in very big trouble.
Mine, the +1 on the other one.
Oh!
Oh!
That's gonna hurt a lot. Okay, that is 11, 15, 19. Oh man.
2 wounds.
5d6.
Oh, 5d6.
And he's already going to take an automatic. Oh my
Wow!
god!
Well,
That
clearly the
is-
last blow is meant to go to Nash.
And because he's wearing armor, that's actually not going to do any damage.
Wow! Oh my god, did she just stab him and get him in the pocket watch or something? Or maybe some sort of cigarette case?
Well, she's got another sword.
Yep, she does have another swing, but oh my, what a waste of a good
Wow.
roll! Oh my god! Fucking hell, I mean, she's either rolling really well or really badly.
Yeah.
Again,
Okay.
Nash is the one fated to deliver the blow.
Yep.
Or Thomas.
Oh,
One
A
of the
miss.
two.
That's still a miss, just about. Oh, she's swinging a sword. I mean, right, the first blow, it looks like an incredible thrust, but yeah, it embeds itself kind of in a kind of a metal hip flask. She pulls it out and it kind of falls to the ground. Lucky drink. Okay, right. It's now Nash, it's your go.
Oh, well. Let's stab him then.
Alright, stab him.
Skills it was. There we go. Ha
Alright, that is a hit with 1 raise.
Good.
Oh, yeah. Have you added the +3 to that? Sorry,
No.
+3.
No.
Okay, with a +3, it's still only 1 raise, unfortunately.
Okay, but still,
It's still gonna hurt.
another d4 damage then?
No,
D6.
each raise is another d6 of damage, regardless of what you're hitting with.
D6.
So it's extra d6 to whatever damage you normally do.
Yes!
There we go. Right. So he's going to be 1, 2. Okay. Right. Okay. His eyes just kind of open wide, and he kind of groans as you kind of get him in the gut. You just stab him in the gut, and it starts to bleed, and it's clear that he's really, really on the ropes now.
You're going down now, brother.
I was born in the muck, and I'll die in it.
Yeah.
If this was to be my destiny, so be it.
Does he get anything negative on his parry for being wounded?
No, he doesn't.
Okay, well, I'm rolling.
You will be glad later on. Okay.
And +3.
Right, that's +3. That's a hit with 1 raise.
Good.
As before.
I cut his
Okay,
throat.
And
right.
the finish.
So you drive 1 dagger in, and then you drive another dagger in, and you just slice it outwards in just one sweeping motion.
No, I want to bring it to his throat.
Oh, okay, right.
Because
okay.
I said I would.
So one in the gut then, and like 1 right to his throat.
Cutthroat
Okay,
it is.
right. Harrison just like hell, Nash. With a tankard of Ocean grog.
Looking forward to it.
He falls backwards in a pool of blood.
I sigh. Look at the bodies. Well, this didn't turn out good. But Eli, you're pretty
This
good in a
point-
fight.
Thomas runs over to Aline. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't believe I did this. The pirates, the loan sharks, they got me so deep in debt. I had to do it. I'm sorry. Thomas. Disgust me. Get out of my sight before I change my mind. Oh, I'm so sorry. Anything I can do to make up for this.
Wait,
I'll
Thomas.
do it, I swear. 1,000 times over.
Wait, Thomas.
What is it?
Meet us by the docks. I think we can find a use for you.
All right. Whatever I can. So sorry. He runs out the door.
Okay, so we've got some work to do. We need to stack up the corpses, check them for gear, and then burn them.
Burn them? I suppose so. Don't want the town guard finding out about this little fracas.
Yeah,
Certainly put a complication on things.
yeah. So we'll pile them up, check them for gear that we can salvage or sell to finance our mission, and then we'll burn them.
Yes, very well then. Seems the best option.
Okay,
Lady Flora, are you all right?
I'm fine. Once Flora's finished comforting Loretta, stand up again. Stand up with dignity with the cane.
I start
Is
lining
anyone-
up the bodies.
All right. You you pile them up into a big pile.
Line.
Is
You
anybody
want 'em
else
in a line.
wounded?
Yeah.
Is anybody else wounded?
I think I'm alright, lady. You helped me out good.
I am all right, your ladyship.
I've all fought well. And I am extremely grateful for you protecting me.
Okay.
It is my duty, your ladyship. And mine, your ladyship.
You're all so brave. I'm
Ah,
blessed to have such companions.
You're not bad with the blade, Nash.
Oh,
Good thing to have you along.
it's all in a day's work. I use my skills for good now. It's a nice feeling. Maybe I'll make up for
Maybe
the bad
we could
things
spar
I've done.
together sometime when we're on the boat.
Yeah, I look forward
Sharpen
to
our
it.
skills.
So I rummage through their belongings.
All right. I will save that, the boring looting process, for after the game. Suffice to say, you'll be finding probably some gold weapons and perhaps some kind of secret document. Who knows?
Yeah,
Uh,
I'll
Go
take
with
special care to strip search Harrison.
It's
At this
personal.
point, Norman pipes up. Hang on a moment. Do you think Captain Donavucci was aware of this?
No,
Or do you think Harrison was acting on his own?
I think Harrison was acting on his own. He seemed to be running his own little crew. Or else I'll pay Captain Donovich a visit. I might do that, actually, to make sure.
That seems best. And there is the end of the session.
Woo!
Yay!
Yay!
Oh, that was fantastic fun. Thank you, dude.
Thank you. It was awesome.
All right. Well, viewers,
Exciting combat. And good
stay
play.
tuned. Same time, same bat channel next week for more Path of Thaeon and the introduction of a new character. Woo!
Thomas!
Thomas. I want to make him. He's going to be our grunt.
Yeah.